Alrighty, this is a very common one on the IB Physics exam, which I'm giving to you as a warm-up for today. And it's one that looks difficult and people go like, oh my god, I don't know what to do. Not to worry, this is one that can actually be done probably with about 30 seconds. But obviously the explanation is going to take a little bit longer, and that's okay. So we're told that two charges are fixed as shown. These charges are 2q and negative q, in which regions can electric field strength due to these particles be zero. Now, don't go looking trying to find some equation and worrying about the magnitude of the charges. What I really want you to care about is the polarity. So is it positive or is it negative? Alright, so we have a positive charge here, and we have a negative charge here. The magnitude only really affects the number of field lines, but this is a basic question where it doesn't really matter, alright? So we're asked, is it going to be 0 at 1, at 2, and at 3? And the trick to solving this problem is going to be remembering how field lines move, and they move out of positive charges into negative charges. So let's take a look at that very quick. Alright, so what I did here was that I basically just put the problem in with the positive 2, negative 1. Once again, don't worry so much about the magnitude, but let's keep it the same. And so if this is region 1, well, I see the field lines are going outwards from region 1 here. So region 1 can't be 0. And they have the same direction, so out through here into the positive charge. They have the same direction in the middle, so it can't be 0. But look, in here, right, the field charges are going to go inwards. So there's going to be an empty space in region 3. So region 3 only is our only option. Once again, it's going into the negative charge. Once again here, it goes outward for the positive, so it's going to go on infinitely to the left here, right? It's going to go on infinitely to the left, and then it's going to end into the negative 1. So now, let's say they gave you two negative or two positive charges, where it's going to be 0. Well, let's start with the two positive charges. Alright, so let's go ahead and make this a positive 2. Right, and you see that there's a part in the middle, right, where the field lines will actually block each other out, and so this is non-zero. So now region 1, region 2, sorry, region 1, region 3 would actually have a net field. So region 1 would be, sorry, region 2, I guess, would be 0 in between. Likewise, between two negative charges, you got field lines going inward, so it's going to go inward, and you have this area in between where it is 0. And so that's how you kind of solve that problem. So going back here to our problem, where would be 0? Once again, we said that, that the positive charge would have field lines going outwards infinitely, and then into the negative charge. Well, it's not going to produce anything out here if it's going into the negative charge, so therefore is letter C, region 3 only. And this is a common one on the exam, so keep this one in mind. And like I said, it's something that should take about 30 seconds once you look at it. Awesome. Let's go ahead and get started for today.